What's a company secret you can share now that you don't work there? Used to work at a graphic design firm. All our Adobe software was pirated. I used to work surveillance at a casino. From something like 3 stories high ceiling, we could zoom in on money on the table games and read the serial numbers of the bills. We could see the pips on the dice. Policy was to not look down blouses. Inbound call center. We are currently experiencing an unusually high call volume. Message is permanent. They just didn't staff adequately. I worked as a dog groomer for a summer. We gave your dog a treat even if they weren't good. If you don't hear music when you're supposedly on hold, the operator simply muted their mic and can still hear you. I've heard interesting and damning things while they thought I couldn't hear them. Ice manufacturing. My shift manager dropped a 7-gram bag of weed in a bag of ice. It went out for delivery. No one ever phoned in to complain though. Ice machines are disgusting inside, full of slime. Movie theaters don't make money off the tickets, they make money off the food and drinks. Despite this, 99.9% of theater staff give less than 0 shits if you sneak food in. All we ask is that you're subtle enough that we don't get yelled at by the 0.1% who cared. I worked in the seafood industry for many years. 2 things immediately come to mind. First, don't ever buy the pre-marinated cuts of fish that are sometimes for sale at the counter. Those are cuts that are about to turn bad, or already have, and the marinade is only there to mask the poor quality and smell. Second, more of just an FYI, but a lot of the fresh lobster meat you see is made up at least partly from dead and dying lobsters. Tanks and crates are checked daily, sometimes more frequently during the summer months, and the lobsters that croaked overnight are cooked and shucked for their meat. If you see a lot of straight tails, steer clear. The water test samples we sent to the independent lab were not our well water, they were just bottled water from the local grocery store. Not me, but a friend. A lot of chain restaurants will buy a microwave pudding, causing a few Americans issues. Pudding, in the UK, usually refers to dessert and sauce from the supermarket for about £3 and sell in their restaurant for about £15. At a tech company named after a fruit, we're trained on day 1 to respect and protect customers' data. It's a huge no-no to go through someone's phone. I've seen people be fired on the spot for admitting that they looked through a customer's phone when they took it in the back. There's a certain bakery that makes bundt cakes. They claim they're made fresh, but they're all made weeks ahead of time, frozen, and then thawed. Had a friend who worked for a bridal dress company. She would tell me all her stories after work. They intentionally will bring back the wrong dress in attempts to get you to try it on, fall in love, and buy a more expensive wedding dress. They'll walk you through the more expensive sections so you look through dresses out of your budget and want to try them on. They often forget to check if the dress you requested is in stock for the time frame you've requested, again so that you'll have to pay more for faster shipping or a nicer dress. It's a very predatory business masked by compliments, thinly veiled body shaming, and incredibly underpaid and understaffed stores. Was a slot tech at a casino. The machines have to pay back a certain % over a certain amount of time. Play the slot machines in the bar counters. They are set to return a higher % in that same time, sometimes up to 8 to 10% higher than the lowest machines. Stay away from machines in high traffic areas and near the doors. All new clothing and everything you try on is dirty. I've worked in retail for years and it still shocks people, but there's no washing machine or disinfectant spray or wipes. Nothing. I've opened boxes of new clothes that had white bugs coming out of it. Seen women after a workout class come and try clothes on, then just leave still sweaty from the class. One older lady left dime-sized skin flakes in the clothes she tried on. Not to mention whatever happens when they return the item or what happened in the factory. People are gross, nothing is clean, always wash your clothes when you get them home.